Hello everyone. Here is an RC passage taken from CAT 2016. Now there is a passage here. The passage starts from valuing and it ends at the word wages, right? And this short passage is followed by three questions. Question number one, two, and three. And each question has four options A, B, C, D. Question number two, A, B, C, D. And question number three, A, B, C, D. I want you to try this question on your own. The entire passage followed by questions is visible to you, right? Try this question on your own. Take as much time as possible. Pause the video here and come back for the explanation. Now here I assume that you have attempted this question on your own. Now let me start the explanation. Now here one of the questions is which of the following correctly paraphrases the main idea of the passage. Now this is one of the frequently asked questions in CAT and in other exams. The main idea, what is the crux, the main idea of the passage. Now, even if this question is not asked when you read the passage before you solve the questions, you have to focus on the main idea, right? So, as you read the first line, value of housework is not only about something, right? So, you need to pick up certain keywords, not only. So, when you say A is not only about this, then the next statement should say that A is also about Y, A is also about Z, etc. etc. So वैल्यूइंग हाउसवर्क को वैल्यू देना ये सिर्फ हाउसवाइफ के बारे में नहीं है. दैट्स व्हाट the first statement says. Then actually the next question arises. तो वैल्यूइंग हाउसवर्क किसके बारे में? अपार्ट फ्रॉम हाउसवाइफ्स, वैल्यूइंग हाउसवर्क is about, then the author says, single parents and two earner couples. Then he says it is about domestic workers. So you should understand here the author is slowly expanding the scope of valuing housework. So when you value housework, it is not just about wives, it is not just about single parents. So housewives से बढ़कर parents, parents से बढ़कर domestic workers. So the author here is expanding the scope of valuing housework so that you should observe. Reading is observing, right? Now, then the author says, devaluing housework for one's own family also means discounting its importance when done by others. So when you devalue housework by done somebody from your own family, so your mother does housework, your father does housework, and when you devalue it, which means that you also devalue it when that work is done by others, right? So that's the point that the author says, and therefore at the end he says, at the end of this paragraph he says, these points suggest a broader agenda. So valuing housework is not simply about housewives and family members. It is broad, the scope is bigger. So these points suggest a broader agenda than wages for housework. Right? So the agenda is broad. Agenda is not simply giving money for housework. The agenda is broad, one that acknowledges and cross differences in family composition, race, class, etc. So the first paragraph mentions a point that the agenda of valuing housework is broad, right? The scope is bigger. Now what is that scope? Now that scope is economic, right? Because the author says that housework is not valued, so there is invisibility economically, so it has profound consequences. He discussed one consequence here. Housework economic invisibility also harms. So another consequence, economic consequence. Then finally taking unpaid housework finally suggests that the author is giving one more consequence of economic invisibility of valuing housework. So if you look at this whole paragraph, you should pay attention to the structure. So this is the main idea is about the structure of the paragraph. So when you read the passage before you start solving the questions, you don't have to understand each and every point, but you have to understand the flow of ideas, the structure of the paragraph. So So what is the structure of the paragraph? The paragraph is about that. First he says valuing housework has a broad scope, and that broad scope is economic, and currently, there is economic invisibility, right? Valuing housework is invisible economically, so it has consequences. That is what is the paragraph about. So now when you come for the question number 1, which of the following correctly paraphrases the main idea of the passage? Let us look at now the options. First one, option says importance of valuing housework, right? The paragraph does say housework should be valued, it has an importance, but what is its importance? What is that importance is missing? So this option is very narrow, right? So when you choose the option for the main idea questions, you have to choose the option that is broad enough. That should not be very narrow. Okay, that should be a little bit broad, right? Now option B, importance of giving wages to homemakers. Now the author says here that the agenda of valuing housework is broader than wages for housework. So it is bigger than wages for housework. So wages for housework is a limited agenda. So the option B is not the answer, because here B option is limited to wages, whereas the author says the agenda is broader than wages. C, importance of valuing housework in terms of its broader economic agenda. So that should be the answer, better than A and B. D, importance of valuing housework for the definition of poverty. So that is a very narrow, right? So it is one of the parts of the passage that when housework has economic visibility, then how it harms others and how it should be included in the definition of poverty. So that, and why it should be included in the definition of poverty? Because valuing housework should get economic visibility. So valuing housework should get economic visibility. It has a broader economic agenda. That is the answer. So see D is very, very specific. So when the question is what is the main idea, don't choose the options which are very, very specific. Though it is true, D is true, right? It is very, very specific. A is true, but it is very, very narrow. B is not that true because the author undermines, the value of housework in terms of wages, right? So the answer of this question number 1 is option C. Now let us look at the next question number 2. The question number 2 is a question type that probably you will never see in any other study material. You may see only here. Now let us look at this question number 2. Such type of questions have been asked in previous CAT papers, especially after 2009. In online CAT examination, this question has been frequently asked. Such type of questions have been frequently asked. So what is this question number 2? Question number 2 is, if you were to interview the author after reading the passage, which question would you like to ask the author as a follow-up? So after reading the passage, if there is an author in front of you and if you want to ask some question to the author, which question you would like to ask as a follow-up? Now, first let us see which questions you will not ask. Now, you will not ask those questions which have been already answered, okay, by the author in the passage. That question you will not ask as a follow-up, right? So option B and option D, they are not the answers, because these two questions you will not ask. Why will you not ask these questions? Because these questions have been already answered by the author. Do domestic workers are given the status that they deserve? The answer is no. And how can you say the answer is no? Because it is written here in the last paragraph that domestic workers have been excluded from many labor protections, right? So domestic workers don't get the status that they deserve. They are excluded from labor protection. So B is answered. How does the government measure economic well-being mainly? Now in the second paragraph, the author mentions that the government measures economic well-being in cash, in monetary terms, right? So the D is also answered. How does the government measure economic well-being? It measures economic well-being in terms of cash money. So D is answered. Now let us look at the other two options. C, Should domestic child laborers be paid more than they are paid currently? Now, C, talking about child labor, author does not mention child labor at all, right? So C should be eliminated. The option C should be eliminated because it is beyond the scope of the paragraph. Now remember, you will not ask a question that has been already answered, plus you will not ask a question which is beyond the scope of the paragraph as well. So the answer of this question number 2 is option A. How can housework get the economic status without giving a direct wage? Now let us look at here. The author does say that the problems of economic visibility can be addressed without providing a direct wage. But he does not tell us how he is going to achieve it, how it can be achieved, how it can be addressed. That how is missing. So you would like to ask this question as a follow-up after reading the passage. So the answer of question number 2 is option A. A is the answer. Now let us look at the last question, question number 3. Which economic invisibility is the author referring to in the passage? What is that economic invisibility that the author is referring to? Now, at the beginning itself, when I have explained to you the main idea, I have told you that the author is saying that valuing housework is missing in the economic consideration. Now that should be the answer, right? So D should be the answer of this question because it says absence of economic acknowledgement of housework. Housework, is not valued. Housework's economic acknowledgement is absent. So D should be the answer. Let us quickly look at how the other options are not the answers. Now let us look at option A, unfair treatment given by the society to housewives. Now this is a social problem. Unfair treatment. Now unfair treatment is not clear whether it is socially unfair or economically unfair, and the focus of the paragraph is economic. So the option A is vague. Don't choose vague and general options when the author is saying something which is specific, and that is economic. B, the fact that housewives are not paid for their work. Now paying for housework, the author undermines. The author says that the agenda is not simply giving wages for housework. So that agenda is very, very limited. Author's agenda is broad, and that is economic. So option B is eliminated. Socio-economic discrimination. Now the socio is not even touched by the passage. That is out of the scope of the paragraph. So C is eliminated, A is eliminated. The answer of the question number 3 is option D.